Work. Okay. Is my audio back? It seems like my audio is back. Okay, I went a couple of minutes without audio. That's kind of awkward, isn't it? Anyways, so what are we doing today? Again, if audio did break off, that was, I basically just said we're going to work on turn control today for the AI. And how much are we going to get done? I have no clue. I don't know how much time we have. Probably around like 2 hours-ish. Anyways, so I was like watching a video yesterday, right? Or I actually didn't watch it. I just saw it come up. But it was talking about how books on AI topics are often outdated by the time that they're published, which I find really interesting because I feel like with books, you get like a pretty deep understanding of the topics, but it's just that they're often outdated. So it's kind of unfortunate. And I kind of thought to myself more, it's like there are different levels of depth to like understanding this stuff, right? Like I think researching it on AI, like just Claude or ChatGPTing something up, you get a very surface level understanding. And then like one step deeper would be kind of looking on online forums about it and reading other users post about it. And then one level deeper would be like reading the docs for libraries and stuff, or if there is libraries and stuff for it. And then deeper would be like books and stuff, which actually like take the results of research papers and kind of aggregate it and present it in some sort of educational way. And lastly, of course, the deepest understanding you can get on the frontier technology would just be reading the research paper, but that's like very, very technical, right? So I feel like the deepest I should ever get would be reading books, but it's just that they're really outdated. But like reading books is kind of fun though. I don't know about you guys. My audience of 0 people. Anyways, okay, enough being distracted. Let's get to work. So we're looking to implement turn control. Let's just first figure out what options do we have. I want to implement turn control for my AI chatbot. What are some options I have? Just give me the thing I can use and give a brief description. Okay. Oh, this was yesterday when I was, or 2 days ago when I was looking at embeddings. Yeah, we're not worrying too much about what embedding models we're using for now. We're just using something that's good enough. Latency may be kind of horrible, but it's whatever. Okay. This is horrible. We can't do that. State machine. Actually, I didn't specify enough. I.e. having the AI know when is its turn to speak. Okay. See, this one's like, how would the AI know, right? Intent detector. Yeah, I guess we need just something to detect the intent of the user. But that is quite hard. Trying to think. Is that like the only solution that we really have? So we go to AI architecture, right? LLM memory retrieval build context. Or okay. I guess we don't pass anything into like the actual LLM stuff until we detect that it's the LLM's turn, right? So this goes into the behavioral section. Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna go onto something called control. How do I rename this? Behavior. Why does that make a circle? Okie dokie. And then turn control is just the first thing. And then this passes something out to LLMQ, or add something into LLMQ, right? Okay, the user's messages. So for turn control, what are we looking at here? Man, this is horrible. I.e. when the AI knows its user's turn to speak. This should be done by the software detecting the user's intention to end their block of conversation. This is going to be used in a chatbot where user may send multiple messages before expecting AI to respond. Explicit. This is horrible. Like, what? This is just bad. Can I use a different model? Okay. Let's try medium effort. And I also want to see what ChatGPT thinks. Personally, obviously, we know that we're building with some sort of intent classifier, right? But it's just that we need a good one for it. A probability that's done. Inactivity timeout. I think this is probably one of the best ones, especially for a real-time conversation, right? So when it sees that the user isn't typing for like 2 seconds, then we can assume that it's the AI's turn. Okay, so turn control can be very simple for now. Oh, I also forgot to push this. Oops. I don't even know what this is. And like, why does it always require so many attempts for me to do that? Whatever. Behavioral service. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. Okay. Behavior, turn control. And then we go turn control.py. And then class turn control. So, pass, and then, okay, so what should the turn control thing do, right? Let's first write the docs for it. Detects whether or not it is the AI's turn to respond. This thing checks the... So it'll have to be reading, I guess, how long it's been since the user last typed, right? Okay. You can obviously get that in discord.py, I reckon. Wait, can you check if someone is typing in a channel discord.py? On typing, okay. Bot.event def on typing. So how do we do this? So I have to kind of communicate with the Discord stuff, but then won't turn control be in the Discord stuff? Well, then I guess we have to add more to the metadata. Yeah, sure, whatever. We can just add more stuff to the metadata. It is what it is. Message metadata. Time since last response, user to AI. This is for later control, for when the AI needs to just respond on different times of the day. But for now, we're just going to go with real-time conversation with turn control, which sounds fine. Okay, typing. Time since typing. I guess, will it be time delta? I guess it would be time delta. Optional time delta. And then obviously we go from typing import optional. Time since last typing event. Okay. So this is used to detect whether the user is ending their thing, right? So if time since typing is greater than like 2 seconds or something. Wait, but how does that even work? So do we have to like query Discord constantly? Wait, but then the turn control is going to be built into Discord, which I really don't like. Shoot. Okay, what we can do is, so long as the user is typing, I need to pull up something for this. I guess Draw.io, my favorite. So, oops, turn control logic. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure Obsidian would just be better for this. Let me send it here. Okay. Turn control logic. So long as the user is typing, don't pass the message. Or we somehow block the LLM queue, right? Yeah. But then won't we have to like pull Discord constantly? Well, I mean, we have to do that anyways, right? If we want to get whether the user is typing right now or not. Okay. As long as user is typing, don't pass the message. There has been about 3 seconds since user, or 2 seconds since. Is 2 seconds too short? Let's say 3 seconds since user stopped typing, passing into turn control detection. Turn control detection looks at the message chunk so far, as well as previous messages from AI side. And then turn control decides whether or not the user is done talking and the AI should spawn. Okay, so the turn control, I guess, is just another AI agent. That's just how we put it. Now, how complicated is this agent? I have no clue, man. It probably shouldn't be anything super complicated. I guess we can just ask like a very simple LLM whether or not something is worth passing on. Okay? So I guess let's first implement this turn control agent, because that looks a lot more fun. I think the Discord one will require a lot more thinking in silence. Okay. Or no, we should probably implement it in order. What am I thinking? That's going to be, yeah. Okay. Checking if user is typing. If they are, don't pass the message onto the behavioral service. Look. Time check for or not user is done typing. I guess. I guess that's the same thing. And then baseline turn control sentiment detection system. Okay, this is more than we can get done today probably. So. SRC core adapters, Discord bot. But so how do we know that the user is typing in a certain channel on typing channel user when? Okay. Send DM to channel. So I think it's an event on ready, right? Text cog requirements, I don't need you. Prompt, I don't need you. Events. We might need you. Okay. Listener on message. Handle Discord message. So here we directly pass it into the service, right? Instead, we should do what? To do this should pass it on internally to see if the user is still typing. Okay. Discord text cog. Define event on typing. And then we just continue blocking the send to the service, right? Yeah. Wait, self.bot.service. Okay, let's ask cursor and see what's happening. So I want to implement turn control for my AI chatbot on Discord. The first stage of how I this to work is the AI is a check whether or not the user is still typing on Discord. If the user has stopped typing for at least 3 seconds, then the messages are passed to the next step of the process, behavioral. So, how do we do this? Typing on Discord. Can you give me an idea of how to implement this? Okay, what can we do here? Hold up, I want to think about this myself first, because I don't want my brain to kind of disappear. I don't Discord message service, so obviously we don't want this thing, right? Instead, I think we send it to another queue. And then what does that queue do? Well, I guess the bot again reads from that. No. So, okay. At bot.event, I guess. At commands.cog.listener. I need to see what this decorator does. What does the decorator at what commands.cog.listener do in Discord Pi? An event listener, right? So automatically when corresponding Discord event occurs. I think for now I'm just going to support communications in a certain list of channels, right? So let's just do self dot, I don't know, channels, self dot active channels, which equals none, which equals just some sort of set stir stat, whatever. So here, if not message to content, if message not in self.active channels, and then at commands.call listener, async def on typing. Oh god, I hate it when a cursor does that. Or it's my formatter, right? Can I just stop linting? I guess I can't. Hold up. This setting bothers me a lot. Set active channels. Well, it'll have to be in here, right? Oh, I see. On typing in a given channel that the bot is in. And then we take a look at the active channels. Sure. If it's not in the active channels, then I guess we add it to the active channels. Well, what's the point of the active channels? Well, I think originally I was going to do it to see if this channel was in the active channels. If it is, then we continue with that stuff. But, yeah, I think this is the only check that we need, right? Yeah, this is fine. Why do we need date time? I don't think we need that. So, to channel for bot. Sees if the user is typing it is still typing in a channel. If the user has not stopped for past 3 seconds, continue blocking message sending. What the frick? So, what does cursor say? What is this slop? Ay. The adapter and turn logic. Yeah. Blah blah. Okay, behavior. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's fine. Listen on typing. Await self bot service handle typing. Oh, I guess we create another service, right? Sure, I think that works. So I think what it's proposing is that we create another service which says if the user is typing, then we block any sending to the events channel, I reckon. Typing for each new event resets the idle clock. Treat idle as 3 seconds. Okay, but I want to keep Discord service thin. I don't want it to be doing too much, like also checking if the user is typing, right? Yeah, and the turn handling logic. So where should I do the turn handling logic? Or I guess the Discord text cog should only be responsible for passing on the message into the stuff, right? It shouldn't be responsible for any further logic. Okay, fine, I'll put it in a service. Sure. If user.bot. Oh, I see. Can do that. So when, oh, I see. So when is when they were last typing? Ah, I see. User.bot or self.serve. This is none, return, and then we go await self.bot.service.handle typing, all of this stuff. Or actually, okay, we can just do, if it's on typing, then we await sleep, right? on typing, and then when it's done sleeping, then we just do self.bot.service.handle Discord message. Yeah, can we just do that? Okay. And then await asyncio.sleep3, and then await self. Oh, I guess we won't know the message, won't we? Huh. So when we get a message, we should instead add it to some sort of like message list, right? Self.message messages to send equals, or dict string Discord message stir. It should just be a list of Discord messages. A list of Discord message equals that. And then import list. Why would it be a tuple? Huh? Yeah. So we don't need when, right? And then handle self.messages to send. Self.messages to send. Actually, can we convert all of this into just a single message? So what does a Discord message even look like? Okay, hold up. And then print message. You know, I should probably read the docs. Discord.message. Okay. Hi. Discord.message. What does this look like? API reference. Message. So this is all of the stuff that's in it. We only really care about content, right? This is like the only thing that we pass on. I reckon so. Or wait, no. Here we just send the entire message. Oh, yikes. And then we have the handle Discord message, handle the actual message. Okay. I guess that is a way to do it. But I don't like that. I don't like that, because then it has to also take in, I guess, KW-args. I don't think that's the use of KW-args. Discord message. Can we like combine all of these messages together? I guess so. I guess we can just replace the content of it. I mean, is it mutable? Wait, is Discord.message object mutable? Python. Ooh, nice. You should not modify it. It's not. Yeah. Okay. This is fine. Instead, I think what we can do is we can just edit the content of Discord.message to have all of the messages concatenated together, right? And then we should be good. Okay. Yeah. Let's just pass this through ChatGPT and see what it says. So, I am working on a Discord chatbot. I am looking for it to support taking in multiple user messages at the same time. Currently, I am in, whoa, italics. thinking of what? Storing a list of discord.message as the user is saying what they need to say. If the user, once the user is done, we then concatenate the content of all these messages into one discord.message object, which gets passed later in the system. Is this a good idea? It doesn't like it. Okay, fine. Fine. Where do we put this? I guess we put it in data.py. So import pydantic class discord message. Well, from pydantic import base model content timestamp timestamps typing. I don't care about this. Do we care about timestamp? Might as well. Import date time is typing. What are you doing? So instead of taking in this thing, we go to Discord service and we go like from what? Import Discord messages. And then rather than using this thing, we just use Discord message, and we need a user ID author.id. But then we also need author.name. Okay. Hold on. So author, and then this is going to be discord.user, right? Import Discord. And then content channel ID is going to be Discord text channel created at. Is it created at here or what? Metadata, self metadata, platform type now. Huh, interesting. So it takes the metadata of message.created at. I see, okay. Message.channel. Equals message.channel channel Discord text channel. I think that's fine. Okay, we'll see what happens. It seems like it works with this current thing. Let us see. Abstraction for a message from Discord channel. Used because not a idea to concatenate what content of multiple messages to one. Not a good idea to mutate Discord.message objects. Okie dokie, and then we will wait this, and then for message in self.messages to send, we message equals what? Discord message, right? Okay. Discord message. From this, we import this. And then for messages and message.send, we go. Oh. Bloody hell. Content equals this thing, and then plus. Okay, let's just not do this. I mean, okay, so I will just make a note This concatenates all content from messages since last, or since last interaction, does not take into account author if, or does not into account if there are multiple authors. I mean, okay. I think it's better to name it as a system as a user rather than a system, right? Or else the AI might react very differently, because I assume the AI reacts very differently to system prompts compared to user prompts, right? And then message, which equals Discord message, content author, created as... What equals... So when do we do created at? I guess we can do created at here instead of just taking it from what you call it. Okay, hopefully this thing works. I should move this thing here. So then it should be, if the user is typing, then we go sleep here, right? And then when the user is done typing, then we concatenate all of this. Or what if, shoot, so long as the user is typing, then we async kio.sleep, but what if the user like types and then it doesn't type anything? Well, then if not self.messages to send, we also return none. Okay, hopefully this works. Okie dokie. You know what? Let's just test it. If it breaks, it breaks. First test of the day. Something broke. Pydantic unknown schema. What the frick? Huh? What the frick? Oh, unable to generate Pydantic core schema for Discord. Oh, shoot. Arbitrary types allowed equals true in the module config. So how do we do this? What is arbitrary types allowed in module config? In model config. Yeah, so we know that this thing will be represented too well. Is there a better way to do this? I think Pydantic is fine. Yeah, it's just that we want arbitrary types. Okay. What is model config? I don't know. So arbitrary types, and to pass in a type for a field is not well supported by Pydantic. It says to set model config to set. Does this allow arbitrary types? Arbitrary types allowed equals true in model config. Okay. Oh, I see. So it's just like this. Config dict. Okie dokie. This model dict, model config. Yep. Is there supposed to be a space under the doc string? I don't know. Thing crashing. Hasn't crashed yet. Seems like a good sign. Wacky. Ooh, what happened? Oh, it's because my database is not open. Okay, And then, wait, I should do, it's Docker compose up -d, right? Wait, Docker compose up. Is -d reset or something? What does the -d flag do in Docker compose up? Oh, I see, I see. -d. Okie dokie. Hopefully it works. I want to see my members list. I want to see when Azaria is online. Tell me what you know about bagels. Oh, something broke already. Oh no. Oh no. Takes 3 positional arguments if 4 was given. Okay. Yep, it was broken. Text cog takes 3 positional arguments but 4. Oh, what's the, oh, I see. So it does take in just like when, date, time, right? Oh, I see, I see. Do we want to create it at when? Well, it's when the user finishes typing, right? Asyncio.sleep. And then print sending messages to sending messages content, and then core from constant import ANSI. It knows me so well. Oh boy. Platform debug color ANSI reset. Okie dokie. Hopefully it doesn't explode. We know about bagels. Okay. It's probably been like 3 seconds. I think it is broken. Okay, I don't think my implementation worked at all. I just have a slight feeling that it has not worked at all. Heckin' love bagels. Yeah. Whoops. Okie dokie. Okay. Made my own implementation of on typing. Can you tell me why it doesn't work properly? How much time do we have? We still have 10 minutes until our break. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okie dokie. It says that there's a ton of bugs. Might fail validation. Time since typing. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot about that. It's an events.py, time since typing. Yeah, we don't need you. Like, what isn't this format error? I swear it's black, right? I think that's what it's called. Heckin' cringe. So, how do we do this? Message are never buffered. On message only updates active channels. Message channel ID. Oh, whoops. I might just be stupid. I might just be stupid as rocks. Okay. If users about 3 seconds of typing, acts inside typing, and only after 3. So user who sends without typing never. Oh, really? Huh, that's interesting. Never thought of that. If you send without typing. After typing starts. Oh, after typing stops. It's not a way anything of it. Discord fires typing. Oh, I see. Many overlapping 3-second tasks. Trying to flush at different times. Okay, that's not going to work. Yay. Add message.channel ID. Channel ID is an int, I guess. Active. So this is a set of int. Buffer is never cleared. Oh, woo. Forgot about that. This is the send equals that. So last typing. Okay. On messages, send append message flush channel. Ooh, schedule flush. On typing, then we go self. That's for last typing. Equals the current time, right? Start new task. So long as the user is typing, then we continue flushing that out. And when idle, then we go last typing dot get key. Also for the given channel. If last and now minus last is less than time delta seconds equals 3. We do all of this stuff. Buffer in on message. You know what? I'm just gonna say cursor fix this. I made some minor changes. Can you implement the fix of on typing? So what bugs did I address? I addressed this one, this one, this one. Okay, do we need active channels for anything? I guess if it's in active channels... No, we don't need anything right now. I think it's okay that the AI doesn't support multiple channels either. This currently does not support conversations on multiple channels at the same time. Okay, so we're done this, no debouncing, and it's just these two mostly. Can you implement the fix of on typing, fix of properly waiting for the user to finish typing before the messages are sent. Okie dokie. Let's have Cursor do everything. Cursor, fix my code. See, this is low cortisol coding. Low cortisol coding. That's what I like to see. Kind of just chilling coding. Building AIs. It's day 6, right? You know what we can do while waiting? We can go into Twitter. And we can tweet something. My cortisol levels have never been lower in this coding session. And then we can promote our stream. Oh, how cool would that be? Boom. And all of this happens while Cursor's fixing everything. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Live day 6. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Video link. Copy. Boom. Post. Oh, crazy. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now let's see what Cursor is doing. It is trying to pip install PyTest. It's trying to run the tests. Yeah, but the tests are super outdated. So I have no clue if they're going to work. That is okay. What is it doing? Virtual environment. It's... Just shut up. Okay, let's review the code. Typing turn buffer.py. What the frick? I don't like how I had to make an entire thing for this. That's not cool. Okay. Let's just see what's going on. So what happens here? I forgot to add a logger. Oh, keep forgetting. Turn buffer, typing turn buffer, buffer's messaging the user stopped. Turn buffer.record. It delegates all of the stuff to the turn buffer, right? I mean, I feel like that's not a bad idea, but Chanel discord.abc.messageable. I think that's technically the definition of it. Okay. Dude. Okay, you know what? Pomodoro said that it's time for a break, so I'm gonna take the break. But there's still stuff that I want to think about for it. Anyways, chat, what are you up to? What do I want to do on my break? You know what I want to do? I want to exercise. I need to exercise these shoulders. They're super weak. They're super cringe. And my shoulders are just permanently injured, because why not? Oh well. Okie dokie. We need to... If I still want to review the code... No. We have to avoid burnout. Burnout's not cool. Low cortisol coding has no burnout. Wait. How? Oh, wait. Yeah, you hear it really clearly whenever I do anything. Huh. That's interesting. That's probably not good though. Because then you hear literally everything. Ugh. You know, I keep getting worried whether or not like I'm building fast enough. But I think so long as I'm having fun and vibing, it's alright. We're chilling. Because we're in this for the long game. We're just going to have low cortisol coding sessions until eventually we can actually get employed and have higher cortisol coding sessions. In which case, I'm going to wish for the low cortisol coding sessions to come back. I don't know. You know, streaming is actually kind of fun, low-key. Yeah. Fish. Fish. Man, my cortisol levels are so low. I really want to work on this longer, but I just can't. Man. I wish I could do like early morning low cortisol coding. But like late night no low cortisol coding probably gets more views, but like views don't matter actually though. Because it's like I'm not getting views anyways. So high cortisol. Man, this whole having a break thing is kind of boring. It's like 5 minutes where you contemplate life decisions and where you went wrong and why you're still unemployed. Do you ever just think, why am I unemployed? Yeah, it's kind of like an existential question. What is... Define existential crisis. Intense psychological discomfort about the question of existence. Yeah, what does it mean by questioning existence, huh? Life lacks meaning. Anxiety and stress and lead to depression. I shouldn't be laughing. Ay. Existentialism. Emotional, cognitive, and behavioral aspects. Emotional components refer to the feelings such as blah blah, cognitive, meaningless, personal values, spiritual faith, and thinking about death. Okay, well, I don't think I'm having an existential crisis. I'm just kind of unemployed. That's a different kind of crisis. It's okay. I have enough funds to keep myself alive. Anyways, back to work. Back to low cortisol coding. Okay, let's read what Cursor's trying to do. Like, I feel like this is so extra. Like, what the frick does this even mean, huh? Okay, like, you even make new tests? What are you doing? I don't need the tests right now. What kind of person runs tests? Ugh. That's for when I have a working product, not just whatever the heck this thing is. Erm, erm, erm. Erm, 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 erm. Erm, 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 erm. Erm, 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 erm. Until the user is there actually no better way to get when the user is done typing? Okay. You know what? I think let's ask ChatGPT here, because I don't think Cursor's code's very good. I don't trust it. How to get when a user stops typing channel or typing Discord. Hi. Yeah, that's a bit hard, isn't it? So does on typing automatically just reset and stuff? Huh. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I don't like Cursor's code. I don't like it one bit. That was AI slop. I accidentally deleted the agent. Well, it was slop anyways. It's its fault for being a slop. Let's just test what happens. I guess on typing more or less just sees when the user is typing. Tell me what you know about bagels. Okay. Okay. Forgot about that one. Yeah, you can get out of here. Okay. Is the AI receiving the message? Okay, yep, it seems like that it is sending. Okay, so this triggers when the user starts typing, right? I just need to think. This triggers if the user starts typing. So how do I get when the user stops typing? Because it's going to trigger and then it's going to like go to here, right? It's going to go async q.sleep and then it's going to try to send stuff. Send message, tell me, yeah. It's not what I like to see. And also there's a validation error. Validation error. Instance of user type is instance of. Okay, input what? User. What the frick? Discord.user, right? And then this is also Discord.user, huh? Interesting. So we got a Pydantic validation error. What the I guess it's just a weird way because it handles stuff weird, right? So are you guys able to hear the rain outside? Yo, that's sick. It's actually super low cortisol coding. True memory. Huh. Screw it. I'm just gonna say any. Yep. I'm just gonna go. What? One of. What do you do? One of. Union? Not Union. Union's... I'm pretty sure it's Union, right? Union, and then any Discord user. I'm typing any union. Union, and date time is just whatever. Ha 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 ha. Let's see what Claude has. Shut up. Claude. Dumb frick. That's right, I said it. Claude writes 90% of my code, and I call it a dumb frick, huh? How does that make you feel? Little dumb frick. Okie dokie. On typing, using anything, implement a timeout. Typing tasks. Fires every 10 seconds while user is typing. Interesting. So if user in typing tasks. So, oh, that's an interesting way of going about it. Delete stop callback after 10 seconds. Wait. So id.cancel. So what is happening here? Discord only sends typing whenever somebody starts typing every 10 seconds while they continue. So stop typing. The typing didn't fire again. Okay. So it has to wait 10 seconds. That is incredibly slow. That's a ton of latency. I don't think I can bear that kind of latency from an AI. The typing event didn't fire again within 10 seconds. I can't accept that solution. That's way too slow. Oi, oi, oi. Every time on typing fires, when the timer expires without a new event, the user has stopped. So is there a way to like have on typing just cancel if user ID and self.typing timers? Darn, this is really hard. I think what we can do is what? We can use the idea of having a typing timer, right? To more or less track what users are typing and how long they've been typing for. And we continuously poll that. Yeah. And so long as what? No, I don't think that's gonna work. No, maybe it's on the right track. So we continuously update that with just some sort of while loop, right? No, but then we can't update it because we can't manually get on typing. Combine with on message. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Oh. So what if we do what like Claude suggested and then we combine it with on message, right? So once the user sends a message, what? We wait 3 seconds and see if they're still typing. And in this case, if they're not typing, then No, I don't think that works either. Darn. No, this is way too long. 10 to 20 seconds is way too long. Typing indicator expires 10 seconds after last on typing. Okay, that's useful to know, actually. So what is Claude proposing? You set a timer every time on typing fires when the timer expires without typing event and the user has stopped, right? I need a way to write this thing down. Debugging on checking for user stopping typing. So, what can we do about this? We can say something tracking users type. Oh, I don't think that works. That doesn't work. No. Yeah, they'll have to. So messages to send. Wait, can't we just go like after message gets published, look at if the user is still, after message gets published, wait 3 seconds, look at the status of or not the user is typing via some sort of attribute. Okay, if that flag says user is still typing, just return. If flag says user is done typing, then we can send messages to the proper channel. Okay. But like, what's a potential bug with this implementation? I think it more or less works for just the general idea of what it does, but there is a major bug in that I think it doesn't handle the scenario where the user finishes typing but they don't post anything. So in that case, on typing times out. Okay, wait, so for Discord on typing, how long does I do, for Discord on on typing for Discord bots, how long does it wait before repolling, i.e. if a user is typing for 25 seconds, how many times will on typing be called? Discord client send these typing when a user continues typing. Okay, so yeah. And then the typing message, it disappears after 10 seconds, right? What, I actually want to time this. Oh, let me get my phone. Okie dokie. So let's just go like, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Ooh, exactly 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. I see the angle. The angle is in fact there. It's a great angle. We can pursue this angle. Okay, I have an idea. A stupid idea that only works because Discord works this way. So, on typing polls Discord every 10 seconds if we just have a... Wait. So hypothetically, if I have on typing set to sleep for 10 seconds. Oh wait, shoot, a new on typing call. Sleep for 10 seconds and then execute something. Will this only execute if the user stop typing and the user stop typing? Execute something. What is going on? Why? Get the frick out. What was I even trying to ask it? Sleep for 10 seconds. Set to sleep for 10 seconds and execute something. Well, this only execute if the user stopped typing. And didn't send a message. I feel like that's not what I'm trying to get across, though. Okay. So it's just going to have multiple instances of on typing. What's a deep bouncer? Receive a typing event. Okay, and use 10-second timer. Okie dokie. Debouncer. What's a debouncer? Debouncing something. Ensure it doesn't get called too frequently. Okay, it's just to ensure something doesn't get called too frequently. Wait, blah blah. Cancel any existing timer. So in this case, how do we do this? Oh, okay. We'll Discord every 10 seconds. On every instance of on typing for a given user, we reset some sort of timer in the attributes of the class. So this is just debouncing, right? And then after 10 seconds, i.e. users stopped typing but didn't send the message, we then execute the logic to send the messages to the behavioral components. Wow. Wowee. I am cracked 10x developer. Crazy. Wowee. First time I made I actually thought something through myself rather than completely relying on AI. I feel like that's how you're supposed to use AI, right? Like to help you generate these kinds of ideas. And then if it works, it works. But if it's too complicated, then you have to deslop it like what the hell is this? Or in the previous cursor thing. That was absolute garbage. There's no way I'm letting that kind of messy code get in here. Anyways, so let us work on this. So the message is to send to append this. Okay. And then we keep a track of user typing, right? After message gets published, wait 3 seconds, like a status of whether or not the user is typing via some sort of attribute. Okay. User typing. Yes. Self dot active user typing dict and then int date time. Do we want date time? I feel like, does that add a lot of latency if we have to query date time every time? Surely not, right? I don't think it matters. Wait 3 seconds. Status of whether or not the user is typing via some attribute. Okay. Dict, int, and what's the second attribute? And I think boolean, right? Or bool. She equals this thing. Okay. And then we go like self.message.trueID equals false. And then await asyncio.sleep. And then we go content or whoops. And then content which equals this. And then here we can just copy all of this stuff. And boom. I guess might as well copy the comments over as well. If not, self.messages to send. Return. I need to copy over that as well. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, oop, oop. Oop, oop, oop. Oop, 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 oop. And ooh, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Message.channel, that's fine. Channel Discord, user when date time. Okay, and then we go await asyncio.sleep 10.5. Can we do 10.5? I think so. See, you know I'm focusing when I drink water and I forget to mute myself, because you can hear the splashing of the water very clearly with this microphone, and it's a problem. I need to change that. Okay. And then you can go here. Asyncio return 10.5. The self.active user typing ID equals true, right? Okay, I seriously hate this autocomplete. It's so annoying. But at the same time, I also need it. Oh, cursor's like, it goes so hard on this autocomplete, man. I'm gonna snooze you. 15 minutes. Okay, so what do we do here? Mm-hmm. 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 I lost my train of thought. I actually just lost my train of thought completely. I forgot what I was thinking about. Oh no. Okay. With flag sales done typing, then we send a message. Okay, so we implemented this stuff, right? On typing polls Discord every 10 seconds. On every instance of on typing for a given user, we set some sort of the attribute class D bouncing. or attributes of the class. So this is just basically just user is typing, right? After 10 seconds, the user stopped typing but didn't send a message. We execute the logic to send the messages to the behavioral components. Okay. So in this case, we need to actually take all of this back. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So now the problem is that this sets up multiple instances of on typing, which means they're all going to execute this thing. So every time we start on typing, what do? We have multiple instances of on typing going at the same time. How do we kill the previous instance? Huh. Yeah. Attributes of the class. Okay. I want to implement your solution. How can the debouncing work? I was thinking of setting some attribute of the class gets reset when on typing is called, but I might need to flesh it out some more. Make sure that the coder, the sleep statement doesn't execute it multiple times for a single long typing session. Async.tasks. Okay, that's interesting. If task self dot timers. Oh, I see. So what is a self dot typing timer? Self dot typing timer user self dot if task dot cancel. So instead of storing just a bool here, we are going to typing timers. Self.typing timers async.task, right? In this case, except async. Okay. Is there a way to check if it's running? Or I guess if task, right? So what does task.cancel do? Happens when you do task.cancel for an asyncio task. Does this kind of just remove it from memory, i.e. if task is none, returns true? Asyncio cancel error into the coroutine the next time it reaches an await. Okay. Task.cancelled. Await task. Oh, okay. So if you create the task and then you... Wait, what? Asyncio.task. Task self typing timers dot get user ID. And the typing timeout task. Self.typing timeout async def typing timeout. Try await sleep. Accept cancel. I see, I see. Okay. So, okay, let's say this is 11 seconds, right? So after 10 seconds, this gets called again. Then we do task equals self.typing time is at get user ID. If task, then we do task.cancel. And then we're going to do self.typing timers equals this thing, blah, blah, blah. And then self.timer timeout. Okay, so this is our asyncio task, right? So we're going to try running all of this block, but in this case, we already canceled it, right? So then we just do asyncio cancel error. Wait. So then it just returns. Oh, okay, so it cancels the last one. At least I think that's how it works. Yeah, so this cancels the last one, right? And then self.typing timeout user. And then we're going to try await asyncio.sleep. Shoot, this is confusing. Await asyncio.sleep, right? So, oh, okay, so then we just sit here waiting. And then we cancel this while it's still awaiting for the sleep call to finish. And this gives us to the asyncio.cancel error block, which then crashes everything, and then this task dies. Okay, sick. So I think we can add this separately to the logic here, active user typing. Instead, yeah, we can have just 2 dictionaries, that's fine. Okay, okay, that took a while. User typing timers is just a dictionary of int and asyncio.task, which equals this. Okay. Oh, wait, asyncio.sleep. Okay. So what do we do here? So task or typing task, which equals self dot active user typing dot get user dot ID, right? Self dot if typing task, then we do task.cancel, right? Okay, and then we do typing task.cancel. Self.typing timer is equals create this thing, typing timeout. Okay. Okay. Async def underscore typing timeout. Typing check type no message sent self user. Okay, what happens here? I should probably move this to here. Okay, and then we're gonna try await async yo.sleep. I'm gonna do 10.5 and then do something and then accept syncio.cancelled error and return. This is just user stop typing, right? User continued typing. Before the 10.5 seconds is up. Okay. And so in this case, then here, if we messages to send, if we get to this place, then we should probably cancel the task, right? And then self.activeUserTyping.get /use author.id dot cancel. This is kind of confusing, so I'm just going to simplify it. Typing or user typing task. Dude, I'm so bad at naming variables. Task.cancel. So this makes sure that we get to this block here so we don't accidentally send the same thing twice. Okay. And then we go over here, we say we don't need you. Self.messages to send. Okay. So we move all of this logic out. And then we move all of this logic to here. Does that look right? I think it feels right. It feels right. We're giving into the vibes here. Try this. Block is for if the user does not finish or does not send a message but stops typing, sends all messages in the messages to the behavioral system service. Okay. Hopefully this stuff works now. On message async.sleep3. Okay. So this is the actual logic for sending the message. If the user doesn't type within the next 3 seconds, the messages are sent to the next service in line. Okay, so then I was thinking if we send it to the behavioral stuff and the behavioral stuff says the AI should not respond to it, then what? Or should it communicate? It should not know about the existence of the Discord stuff, that's for sure. Instead, the behavioral stuff should update its own internal list, so something very similar to messages to send. And then, yeah. So let's test this slop out. I hope it doesn't explode. Why is Docker here? It's not broken? Ah! Bool attribute has no... Okay. Typing task. Oh, okay. This is not what I was trying to get. Active user typing. User typing timers. Typing timers dot get. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Get. Active user typing. Messages to send. Bot.service user typing timers. Active user get. Okay. Active user typing. This should be user typing timers, right? User typing timers. User typing time. Active user typing. User ID equals true. That's fine. I don't see anything problematic here. Typing timers. I also don't see anything problematic here. Okay. I think that was the only bug. I sure hope that's the only bug. That's definitely not the only bug. Okay. Zarya, tell me what you know about bagels, you rat bastard. Rah. None type has no attribute cancel. You're so right. Did it never start the typing task? Yeah, if not typing task, then we should just, yeah. Test.cancel, yeah, self.typing timers, okay. Self.user typing timers, user.id equals syncio.create task, and this is just going to be self.underscore check typing no message sent. What? Self user. So we just need to pass in the user, okay. Who's the user? I don't know. Maybe. Wait, we don't even need to pass in that. Maybe later. To do. Currently the user parameter does nothing. In future, this should probably support multiple users. Okay. I'm not sure even. It does send. Interesting. Zarya, tell me what you know about bagels, you big rat. And then no typing for 3 seconds. Nice. Okay. Publishing message. Okay. Memory system is working. Everything seems good. That's an OpenAI API call into the memory. And Zarya has responded with 12 seconds of latency. They're like donuts but smarter. Okay. Tell me why you think they are like donuts but smarter. Do you have something against donuts? How do you spell donuts? Donut. Ooh. Oh, that's, shoot. Okay, that was a bit messy. Okay, so why was it like that? Okay, I think it more or less works. I think that there is a bug in there. Model latency is really low. I really like that. It's just the storage latency is kind of high sometimes. And also, what is that other overhead? That's adding another 2 seconds of latency. Dumb donut. Either way, I think what we've made today does work. So, user detection for user typing in turn control. What time is it? We still have 10 minutes. Maybe we can fix this bug. I'm not sure we can fix it in time. Also, I think Azaria hates me. Donuts are too sweet for my standard bagels. Hold more wisdom inside. You spelling it wrong makes me sad. What did you say? Okay. I like this AI. She's really cool. She's a cool little AI. Yep. I'm kind of proud of this, actually. I'm getting emotionally attached to my AI system. This is cool. Very cool. Okie dokie. So was that a case of me just not typing fast enough? Or a case of... Oh, you know what happened? It might have been because like I deleted this stuff, right? Oh, that might have been why. Yeah. Might have been because I deleted... Okay, I have some edge cases to test for. I'll write it down like here. Doctor, you can get out of here. Edge cases to check for. Okay, we're not implementing this today. We definitely are not implementing semantics. Some edge cases to check for. In typing based turn control. What did I do? Nothing. Or you know what? Let's actually set it to 5. What the frick happened? What is going on? Discard. Yeah. Okay, why does it show that this is orange? That's not because of the to-do, is it? What? Oh. Okay, I just didn't save it. Dumb little rat. I think 3 seconds. Is 3 seconds too little? It doesn't give a user a lot of time to think. But I feel like anything more than 3 seconds feels like a lot. I'll keep it at 3 seconds for now. But it adds a ton of latency. I'll put it like here. Discord typing wait timer equals 3. Let's also get rid of some other magic numbers here. Discord typing timeout timer, which equals 10.2. Whoops, what the frick? Discord typing timeout timer. Is there any other magic numbers? Continue typing before the Discord typing timeout timer seconds is up. Okay, I think this is good. I don't see any magic numbers. Past Discord typing wait timer. Okay, this file looks clean. Man, I feel like my code quality has improved so much now that I have had to like code live. It's like I have to care so much about pushing the best possible code I can instead of just like slopping over everything. I feel like this is also because of this whole low cortisol coding. Very cool, very cool. Remove magic numbers. Okay. Did I get it? Oh. It always takes me 2 tries. Why am I so bad, huh? Huh? I don't even know what this is. For what do you call it? Turn control. And this is just the text user typing based turn control system. Oh, whoops. Oops. Oops. Okie dokie. So how many lines of code is this repository? Yeah, it's not that large. It's only 400 lines of code. 1,000 lines of code. That's not a lot. It's not a lot. Oh, let's look at this guy's profile. Okay. No, that doesn't look too horrible. Looks pretty mediocre though. I want to get these numbers up. I want to get these massive numbers up. But 38 contributions isn't bad. Anyways, so we're done all that we want. Actually, edge cases. Look, we can write some edge cases while it's still on our head. Or type-based checking. So user deletes their message within 3 seconds. Deletes their message in the typing prompt. Seconds. Multiple users, this is for later. And then what else? What else can we think of? User stops. Oh, shit, but then stop typing. We'll just have to wait longer then if we want to support that. And that's honestly just on the user. I can't think of anything else. So why did it send this thing, right? I think it was because I was like, you donut. And then you see the typing thing here disappeared. So this was just sending it very quickly. And then it just sends, oh, I see. It's just typing within 3 seconds and sends their message. Okay, is there anything else that we need to be concerned of for potential edge cases that might break the system? I can't think of anything. Can you? I can't think of anything more. Yep, we only have 23 seconds left anyways. Oh, I also forgot to get rid of the debugging stuff. Whoops, that's on me. Well, it's always on me because it's my code base. How would it not be on me? Anyways, I guess 7 more seconds. Chat, what do you want to talk about? Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Sick. Well, that's it for today. I don't really have anything else to implement right now. So I'll see you nerds.